What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back with another video, and this one's going to be kind of a quick video, but it's going to be a discussion video because I want to know your guys' thoughts, but I also want to give my opinion on Timothy Liljegren, and I also want to, talk a little bit about what's been going on with their roster and why they're making certain roster moves because they have to be cap compliant. Now, the Toronto Maple Leafs announced today that they're going to be sending Timothy Liljegren down to the AHL. Well, it's happening now. Like, he's going down to the AHL. It's because of cap, salary cap purposes. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter and even in my comment sections saying, congrats to Timothy Liljegren on making the Leafs. And I didn't want to be the people to burst their bubble so early, but Timothy Liljegren made the Leafs. He didn't exactly make the team. This was all for cap reasons that he was on the roster. Once we found out Rasmus Sandin was the guy that Babcock was going to go with on that bottom pairing with Martin Marincin, we knew Liljegren was going to be sent down. Because of the LTIR usage and all this other stuff, which a full video explaining all that stuff is going to be coming soon. I'm probably going to do it with Downtown Stephen Brown. Go check out his channel, Downtown Sports. I believe I have it linked on my channel, but we'll talk about why the Leafs have to make these moves. There's going to be a ton of cap compliant moves, and I believe Nick Patan is coming up, but he's returning. Timothy Liljegren's returning to the Marlies. That's basically what this video is about. And this is not a get down, beat up on Timothy Liljegren video. This is actually something that I wanted people to look at positively. The Leafs don't want him sitting in a press box, nor do they want him being in rotation. That's why Rasmus Sandin's on the team. They believe he can play every night. They want him to play in every game. I don't know if they're going to give him 9 and send him down. I believe they're just going to keep him there. I think that they really like what he does. But with Timothy Liljegren, there's still some stuff that the Leafs are working on with him that they want him to get better at. And eventually, maybe we'll see him midway through this season. You never know what could happen. A trade, what if the Leafs want to get out of Cody Cece's contract? They don't believe that he's a guy that they see fit on their blue line all year. Maybe they think that of Jake Muzzin. Who knows? Anybody. I don't think they're going to do that with Muzzin. It might be a possibility with Cece, and Marincin could end up in the press box. You never know. But Liljegren still will have a chance to be up with the Leafs. Now, he was a first-round pick in 2017, and he dropped. A lot of people knew, I believe, what did he have, like mono, that he dropped from being a top 5 potential prospect all the way to number 17. Now, Liljegren had 3 goals and 15 points in 43 games last year with the Marlies. He also appeared in 1 game with the ECHL Newfoundland Growlers. Congrats to champs there. While rehabbing an ankle injury, and he didn't have a point, but that doesn't matter. That was 1 game, and he was just trying to, get himself situated. Now, the reason why this demotion makes sense is because that leaves the Leafs with 7 defensemen on their 23-man roster. Travis Dermott is currently on the LTIR. Justin Hall is also scratched. According to Cap Friendly, the Maple Leafs currently have no cap space because they are using $13.65 million in LTIR cap relief, so it doesn't count against the cap, and that's Nathan Horton and David Clarkson. Liljegren carries a cap hit of $863,333 on his entry-level contract, the same as Travis Dermott. So when Dermott comes back, then he'll, replace that. They'll send down whoever or trade whoever, and that's what's going to happen. But listen, this is not a video where I'm going to sit here and go, well, Liljegren's not going to get a chance. I'm being honest with you guys. I really do think that he should have been one of the guys that had a big chance to make the team this year because he is a right-handed shot and the Marlies have been working with him, but I still feel like they want to work a little bit more with him on really getting those top pairing minutes with the Marlies like they did with Rasmus Sandin last year, and he exploded with the Marlies. He looked really good on all situations. They want Liljegren to kill penalties, be on the power play, do a little bit of everything, be a top-line guy down there on the first pairing defensively. They want to see if he can, transform a little bit more defensively. He can move the puck. They want to see if he can also advance stats. So they're retooling him a little bit. They're not asking him to change his game at all. They know he's an offensively gifted guy, but they want to see if he can grow a little bit on the defensive side. That's my view on the Timothy Liljegren stuff. There's always going to be people that are a little bit upset with a prospect moving back to the AHL when you feel he should be an NHLer. But trust me, in due time, the Leafs are going to have him there, and I believe we will see him a little bit this year. keep in mind next year the Leafs only have, you know, guys like Rasmus Sandin and Morgan Rielly technically on the roster because everybody else doesn't have a contract. You'll see a guy like Travis Dermott get probably a bridge contract to keep him there. So you'll probably have Dermott, Sandin, and Rielly as the only guys currently with a deal, and then Timothy Liljegren up there. So that's 4 guys, but they need a little bit more experience. So maybe a Tyson Barrie gets a contract, or a Jake Muzzin gets a contract. I would think they'd rather give a contract to Tyson Barrie and load up and try to get him there. But that's besides the point. Liljegren will get his shot, and he has to take that step because he does have to be a contributor next year for the Leafs, regardless of if it's on the first or second or third pairing. It doesn't matter. He won't be a first pairing guy. But if it's on the second pairing or the third pairing, he has to be ready at least, you know, for midway through this season, or sorry, start of next year at least, you know, but he could be ready, you know, mid-season to at least be a bottom pairing guy, but he needs to be ready next year to at least contribute somewhere in their lineup in those 3 pairings. But for now, I don't think people should be getting down on him. I don't think people should be getting down on the Maple Leafs. What I do think is they're going to give everybody their fair shot. I do believe that there's a chance that he will, you know, have games this year for the Maple Leafs. Could be around the trade deadline, depending on what the Leafs do. Could be sooner. If they really like what they see with Liljegren, they really believe that he can come up and be a better contributor than somebody like Ceci or somebody like Marincin, you know, he can take those minutes. But you got to earn a job, you got to earn a position, and I think for right now it makes too much sense for him to play with the Marlies, keep building his game, and then come back and be an even better defenseman. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. I'd love to have more hockey conversations with you. Join the squad. Let's get to 7,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys as always, and I'll see you in the next video or stream. Peace.